Okay, my name's Zakashi, guys, and in this video here, you're here because you want to get chrono crystals so you can get the GOKU and BARDOCK unit, or you can save them for whatever part of the festival you want to summon on, whether it be the parts that I've already passed, part 1, where we had the Beast, Gohan, and Evil Ken, or you want to save for the possible Ultra that will be upcoming for part 3. But because this is a chrono crystal guide and this part 2 unit, GOKU and BARDOCK, they're not looking too favorable in terms of the PvP scene. If you want them for collectors, then what I'm saying right now won't matter at all. But I think you guys should really take this in, what I'm saying right here. So looking at the unit's kit, I feel like the general reception is that they're not exceptional. You don't need them to prosper. The teams are not bad, but the unit itself is not the greatest. The part 1 unit's clearly clear this unit here. Not to say that this unit is bad, but the part 1 Beast and Evil Ken are just way better, and the Ultra is very likely to eclipse it. I want to also emphasize that the banner is the worst banner format that we've ever had in the game. So if you are doing all these steps that I'm going to show you in this video to grind chrono crystals just to go into that banner, there's a very high chance you might come out with an L. I of course wouldn't want to see you guys take an L. It's not good to get shafted. It doesn't feel good. It can really bum you out. So not even because the unit doesn't necessarily work that well, because I still think they can bring out some good results. I think it's more so the fact that the banner format is terrible. There's been a lot of content creators that summon on this banner. I fortunately got lucky. A couple others did get lucky, but there's been some bad shafts on this banner. And you can think you're the exception, but in most cases you won't be. But of course, summoning is your choice, but I'm just giving you the best advice that I can before we get into this guide. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get into the video, man. Right, so starting off straight away, the easiest way and the fastest way for you guys to get chrono crystals right now is to play the raid. You play the raid and it's pretty much just co-op, and you're repeatedly doing that so you can get raid medals. Make sure to fix up your bench though. The bench very much matters for how much drops you're getting. You can see here they have that symbol that's like flashing. If you go to your bench, you want to go to your filters and put the battle bonus or bonus characters on, right? And you can see they have like symbols for whether they're going to be dropping medals or whatnot. So you can see at the bottom I'm getting a 125 bonus and 100% rate. That's because I've got a certain team on my bench which is helping me get more drops. So you very much want to consider that when you are making moves to play co-op. So you can get your chrono crystals in the exchange shop. If you go to the raid medal shop, you can see here 100 chrono crystals, and every raid gives 700. So there's 2 more raids. This is the second last one. There's going to be 1 more after this to finish off. And if you want more information, go to menu, go to news, like what characters you can get and whatnot, what characters you can use on the bench. You can see here first is Frieza, festival raid, press details, and if you scroll down, you'll be able to see what characters will give you more drops and whatnot, so you can actually build the team most effectively. Try to get 100% of the drop rate, and then you try to get as many drop amounts as you can so you can prosper the most and easily clear the exchange shop. Not just for chrono crystals, but there's a lot more stuff in there that could be useful for other things as well. The second one, Toshi spoke about the battle royale coming back. From the battle royale, you'll be able to get 300 chrono crystals at maximum. All you have to do is press the PvP screen every single day. You'd be getting tickets, and there's going to be a game mode that's available there. If I go to details right here in the news, you'd be able to see it gives you a description, but pretty much what you need to know is that there's slotted times, and those tickets can only be used as slotted times. Those tickets are entry tickets to battle people, and every time you battle a person, you'd be able to win these coins. These coins can be used in the exchange shop, and the exchange shop can get you chrono crystals, which is what's being shown here. I don't think there is a battle royale exchange shop available right now for me to show you. There usually is, but there's not at the moment. But in the exchange shop, you'd be able to exchange, I believe it's 2 coins for 100 chrono crystals, so it costs you 6 coins for 300 chrono crystals, and that's the max of chrono crystals you can get. It's pretty easy to do, but you can only collect about 2 tickets a day, so you have to make sure you're logging in every single day. If you don't, you'd miss the whole event, and you can't go back in time obviously to get the tickets. They don't give you tickets that stack up. You have to log into PvP, press the PvP section every single day to get the chrono crystals, so just bear that in mind. The soul boosting method. This method is easily one of the best methods in the game, but it's really much only beneficial to new players. If you're been in the game for a while, you've probably almost maxed this out because it's very easy to do. But if you go to element here and you change this to unlock boost panels, let me change my filter so it's even wider than anything. I'm going to change it to sparking only. All of these characters can be soul boosted. Every character can be soul boosted. You can see the sparking gets 426 panels. I believe for every 100 panels you get maybe 10 chrono crystals, right? And that goes up to 200,000 panels. So you can imagine how easily you can do all of these. You bring up a character, right? So I'm going to use my EXs in this case. You could use your EX as well. That was only the sparkings I was showing you, which is crazy. You open one up, you go to soul boost, and then from soul boost you press unlock all. You just press soul boost and that would be it. You easily got 426 panels just like that. That's a bunch of chrono crystals, very easy to get. Start with your ultras probably, because the ultras are going to be most valuable. Then you go to your sparkings and then you do your EXs either, and the Zenkais even take double, 864. So just bear that in mind if you ever plan to soul boost. It's very easy to get chrono crystals. If you want the chrono crystals off it, you go to missions, and then from the missions tab you go to the event in the middle, and then you go to Z missions, and they should pop up in there. So yeah, if you want to stack up quick, soul boosting is your best friend, but it's really much only used in the early game for people that really haven't dove into the game in such major depth. Next up, we got the equipment rolling method. Now this method kind of got patched, as in it, from what people have been telling me, it doesn't work as efficiently as it used to. So if you go to your filter, right, I'm going to show you this equip that I always use in this video. I have this equip here, right, Dragon Fist. It's specifically for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? What's good about it is that its third slot works on a 3-slot basis. So you see these equips, these slots, they work on a percentage basis, so I can get from 5% to 15% base health, right? But on this one, there's no range. It's either the first option, the third option, or the first option, the second option, or the third option, and there's nothing else you can get. It's not a range. You have 3 options, right? So if my first slot is good, my second slot is decent, even if I get the lowest slot here and I keep re-rolling it, I would remain able to get a Z equip. So I'm actually going to re-upgrade it for you right now. If I go to the third one and I just do 1 slot remover, even if it's the lowest slot, right there I got lucky, right? But you see already I went up and it's still a Z. Every time I'm getting a Z, it's going to be finishing off a mission for me. So what I want to show you is if you go to your missions and then you go to the events in the middle, you go to Z missions, here you'll be able to see there's equipment or A or higher. Every time you're doing that, for a long amount of time, I don't know what the number is specifically, I don't know what the cap is, you'd be able to get 10 chrono crystals for each. How many is it? 100 pieces. But this is only for people that really don't care about slot removers. I think it's lower with the lower you are, but obviously I've been doing this for a while. But it depends on where you are, so I'm just putting that out there. If you really just want the unit and you don't care about slot removers, you can waste all your slot removers on doing that, and every time you're rolling, especially with the raid out right now, you can get 999 slot removers. It's a very small amount, but you'd be able to obtain some chrono crystals. It used to be A or higher and Z or higher, so you'd be getting 20 and you'd be getting easily 10 chrono crystals every 10 Z's, but people are telling me that it's not there anymore, which is unfortunate, but hey, I'm doing my best to give you guys the method. This one I can't show you, but what I can show you is what you need to build this team. So I've got this team here, right, and I call it the friendship team. The reason why that is because it's based on building up your friendship. If you didn't know, every time you level up a character for their friendship, you would actually get chrono crystals. I believe it's 3 chrono crystals per level, maybe more than that if I'm mistaken. But it's a small amount, but it's very easy to do. So if you build a whole team here with 4 Z plus equips of this equip right here, how you can get it is from the Z medal exchange shop, and then you obviously have to re-roll them to get the 3%. You want to get 3% on every single unit on your team, so 3 for every unit on the team, 3 times 6. Cool. Moving forward, you'd want to do let's fight every single day. So when you're doing the let's fight, you can probably level up units easily from doing it once or twice max. So if I go to my character list, right, and I bring up the element here, and you want to change the friendship rank, you have so many characters that are level 1. If you're doing let's fight with a new character, getting them to level 2, from level 2 to level 3 obviously is harder, so you do from level 1 to level 2, you'd be easily able to level them up and take advantage of the fact that you have all these characters at a low friendship rank, and getting chrono crystals through a side hustle. Being consistent, if you're playing the game every single day, this is something you can easily take advantage of, which I advise you do. I would show you, but I've already done my let's fights today, which is why I can't show you. So yeah, just bear that in mind. It's easily something you can just do gradually, and it adds to the chrono crystals that you have. Everybody knows that the story mode is a big time hitter for chrono crystals. It gives you chrono crystals in so many different ways, it's nuts. So the first thing I'm going to show you is just for the challenges. You see this freezer one, there's 728 stars, right? Let's just assume every star is 3 chrono crystals, on top of the fact that you get the first time clear, which you guys are aware of. If I go to my calculator and I do 728 times 3, just in that part alone, that's 2k chrono crystals, and that's only for the challenges, not including the first time clear. But then on top of that, if I go to my missions, right, there's the section where it says more legends missions, and for clearing challenges every 50 challenges, maybe even less than that, you can see here there's a big gap, but once you're lower, it's very much more consistent. You're getting chrono crystals very easily. But it's not just that, there's more. For every time you clear the story for the first time, you also get a challenge cleared out there over here. So you can see here, clear 1461. I haven't done it yet, but when I do, I get 10. Then there's more. For every time you level up, especially once you get to a certain level up here, you'll be able to get chrono crystals. And you can see every one of those Z missions give you the Z level things, the yellow ticket with the 30. So, boy, story, if you're not taking advantage of it, I don't know what you're doing, to be honest. Definitely start playing that up. It's going to be a bit tedious, and I have a video on YouTube. It's about how to clear story fast. But of course, regardless, you got to get through it. So just get on your Zoom. Next up, we have all the events. So you got to take in all the events, but I really just put this segment in for an order specific tutorial. So there's a lot of events here, right, and some of them have a lot of timers. You shouldn't prioritize ones with high timers because they'll be here for a long time and you can do them later. But if it on the day you're watching this, you might be watching this on the last day available. There might be something that says 1 day left or maybe 2 days left. Because it's going to disappear, it's probably going to get replaced with something else. So make sure to do it first. On top of the fact that you should recognize some things don't give you chrono crystals. For example, the Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush Light, you don't get any chrono crystals from it. You only get rush medals, which help you with resources in the game. So in the original series as well, these down here, you see these ones here, they're for Zenkai characters. They don't disappear ever, so you shouldn't do them first. But you see these two here, they say 13 days, but if it might say less than that and you see it's disappearing, you might want to clear the whole thing of those first. Also, some of the upgrades here, these don't disappear, and most of them don't even give chrono crystals for the first time clear. There's also some on the special, they don't disappear, so you don't need to rush them. So really just the recommended and the top 2 in the original series, you would really want to consider the order that you play them, so you can take advantage of the fact that, alright, cool, it's gonna disappear, that means it's something else gonna replace it, so I'm gonna get what I can get today, and then when it gets replaced, I'll have a new set of CC to get tomorrow. I can't bring it up at the moment, but PvP, the season's going to reset, and the reason I can't bring it up at the moment because it's in maintenance. But if we look at PvP, the details, this is the old one, right, to my knowledge, right, you'll be able to get 1,000 chrono crystals minimum. But you do need to commit to making one good team that can carry you throughout the whole season. It's kind of ironic as well, because usually the new units would help you get through the season. So if you don't have any new units, it's not going to be impossible, but it's going to be much harder. But yeah, let's go through. You can see they give some drops as well for the exchange shop, but mainly what you're looking at is getting a large amount of chrono crystals for your group ranking and your overall ranking. So if you place within the top 10,000, I believe you can get 1,000 chrono crystals. Then you get an additional amount of chrono crystals based on where you rank in your group. So if you come first place, you'll be getting more, etc, etc. If you're lower, you're getting lower, of course. But it's really just competitive. So as long as you get top 10,000, getting the 1,000 is really what you're looking for. So you should take advantage of that. In the same way PvP gives you chrono crystals, tournament power is the same thing. It's just that the game mode is completely different. So it's pretty much just you're going up stages all the way up. And when you get to the top, you also get 300 chrono crystals. But depending on where you rank in the world, if you rank in its top 10,000, similar to PvP, you'd be getting 1,000 chrono crystals. So what you want to look at is what team people are using. But what I advise is that you go to Pomzor's Discord server. So I've written his name on the screen. Go to Pomzor's Discord server. He literally has a whole map of teams you could use, the units that you're going to face up against, the routes you should take, and what you want to prioritize is not dying. Tournament power works on a multiplier basis, so if you die, you won't be able to get the top 10k ranking that you're looking for to get the 1,000 chrono crystals. You will lose the multiplier, which would immediately count you out from getting top 10,000. So if you look at what teams people are using, this could help you out. But Pomzel's Discord server will pretty much help you out off rip. It's what I use, and I pretty much get top 10,000 every single time. Once you get to Z League as well, it'll be much easier as well to get, well, let me not say easier, but you're much more likely to get a higher amount of Chrono Crystals. Well, you can see here, you also get Chrono Crystals for how much you score in general, and then where you rank in the world is percentage based. So yeah, similar to PvP, but it's just a different game mode. People love to sleep on hyperdimensional co-op, but hyperdimensional co-op is an easy way to get Chrono Crystals as well. There's not a lot you can get, but if you can get Chrono Crystals, you should take it. So all of these have challenges, and you get your obviously first time clear, and then you get your challenge rewards as well. But if you're continuously doing it, you'll be getting dual coins, especially on your first 3 times that you play, you get a little bonus. But then if you take it to the exchange shops, if I go to the dual coin exchange shop, at the bottom you can see you can get free Chrono Crystals for 1,500 each. So 103 times, that would be 4,500 Chrono Crystals. If it's available, you should take it. If you're not taking it, you're not serious. But I'm just being the messenger for you guys to get your CC up. Next up, we got the mission plan. The mission plan is super valuable, and if it's gonna be something that you want to pay for, anything in the game. Next up, we got the mission plan, and in my opinion, if you're going to pay for anything, you should pay for the mission plan. But I'm not advising you to be pay to win. That's a choice of your own. I'm just saying the most valuable thing you can get is the mission plan. So without the premium version, you'd be getting 500 Chrono Crystals, and always pick the Battle Lovers plan because it's the most valuable in terms of CC. But if you pay for the premium, you'd be getting 1,500 extra. So for every 2 weeks, you'd be getting 2,000 Chrono Crystals. If I claim it right now, I think I can get the 2,000. But you can see 500 for the normal, but the additional 1,500 on the left if you add it all up. It's pretty much just a list of missions that you can just complete. They're super easy, like login, PvP, embark on adventures, and upgrade equipment. Pretty simple, not hard at all. And you're just doing that every single 2 weeks. Your mission plan resets, and you can pick a mission plan. There's 3, but always pick the Battle Lovers plan. In a similar fashion to the mission plan, you got to do your dailies, man. My dailies are already done, but the dailies are rewarding you based on consistency. So you can see here, you can get 1,000 every 14 days, sorry. You got to make it all the way to the last day though to get the big 500 reward. I'm almost there. As you can see, I'm on day 8. Tomorrow's going to be day 9 for me. Just doing your dailies are just very important, man. Don't miss out on them. But in the same way, when you're logging in and being consistent, you can also get CC off your login bonus. I think I can show you. If I go to other, then I go to status, I can change my login bonus. You can see here my login bonus is, I picked 10 Chrono Crystals, and these I can only pick 2 because I have the Legends Pass. But if you wanted to change it, you didn't pick CC, you can see you can do it again, and then it should take me to the home page right after. So yeah, that's coming with the dailies and the login bonus. You gotta play the game if you really want CC, you know. Next up, we got RNG. Now RNG comes from 2 factors that I can think of off the top of my head. You got the treasure battle. The treasure battle, it gives you random drops on RNG in terms of Chrono Crystals that you can get. I think right now in the festival it's not the case, but regularly you have a chance of getting Chrono Crystals by playing treasure battle when you finish the mission. So in PvP, not the main ranked, but if you go to the right, there's a treasure battle. Then on top of that, if you go to the adventures on the weekend, oh, voice crack. The weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Those 3 days count as the Legends weekend. They give you this special adventure, and the adventure has a chance of dropping Chrono Crystals. RNG is random number generator. It's things out of your control. It's literally just luck. If you get lucky, you might get Chrono Crystals. Even in the spin that you can do every single day in the festival currently, that's a factor of RNG because you don't know what you're gonna get. So yeah. Same way if you get lucky in summoning, it's all RNG. That's what a gacha game comes with, man. So the last thing I'm going to mention is the shop. It's the last section. I'm not advising you to spend your money, but in case somebody wanted to consider ever becoming pay to win or spending money on the game during this celebration, I would give you what I would buy, and I'd say what I think are the best. So I already spoke about the mission plan earlier. I'd say that's probably the best thing you can buy. I'd also say the digger robots. So there's 2 digger robots, right? I have both right now. The silver one gives you more CC over a shorter period of time, which is obviously better because you want more faster, but it's more expensive. The red one gives you less CC over a longer period of time, which is less but more time, which is way worse, of course. But they both give you CC, but the red one is cheaper. but I'd say those are two I recommend for sure, especially if you got time. Right now when the festival and the banners end quite late, so you got a bit of time, I'd recommend those. I'd say the £8 sale, so this one that gives you 1,000, it has the yellow on it, it's super good as well. The monthly sales, this one here, no, it's not that one. Where is it? These ones here. These ones super good, but they're super expensive. And the weekend sale that gives you LLZ power is also good, but it's super expensive. I'm not advising for those, but if you have the extra cash to spare, I recommend those sales in the exchange shop. Well, the CC shop. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys found this video useful, gave you all the CC methods in the game pretty much. You're obviously going to check your missions and you're obviously going to check your exchange shops, so make sure to do those because the treasure battles on right now, it comes with PvP in general. But yeah, man, I can just say good luck. Take in the disclaimer I gave at the start of the video. It's very important that you do, but of course it's down to how you want to play the game. I appreciate you guys for watching the video, man. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.